comedy theorist, an award-winning musician, and he's desperately trying to hold his beautiful mind together. He's a living TikTok post that thinks that if he just does one more bad take on current events, he's finally gonna become famous. Will his guests keep him on track? Will he deservedly get canceled, or will this show crash and burn as he loses control once again? Welcome to Meltdown Island.
It's DUSTiN!
I know everything that DUSTiN is saying sounds totally delusional.
DUSTiN, where are you going? Just trust me!
DUSTiN, you slow down. DUSTiN!
DUSTiN, you're a goddamn Einstein.
DUSTIN's right. You're a certified genius. I think that's a great idea, Mike. Thank you, DUSTiN.
If you look up the word tempting in the dictionary, you will find a picture of Sean.
Looks like Jawa is stuck between a rock and a Sean place.
I think it's because Sean is very built and he's sexy as hell.
I'm going to sleep next to Sean Smith.
Nothing feels good when you're feeling bad. Nothing makes sense when you're feeling mad. Don't go around feeling sad, cause everybody's going around saying that you're crazy, that you're lazy, and you're unmotivating. To the people that surround you in society, they control you in your mind with anxiety. You gotta break free from that mindset. Break free, break free. Break free to explode. Break free to expose all of those emotional vulnerability and the complexities of your mind. And together we will find that the sun keeps shining on the other side. You know the sun keeps shining on the other side. The sun keeps shining on the other side of the rain cloud, of the storm clouds in your eyes, in your eyes. There's a place I know we can go and stay a while. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Welcome to Meltdown Island. To Meltdown, we can roll down together. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Meltdown Island. Meltdown Island.
What? You gotta plug in the microphone! You gotta plug in the microphone! Plug the microphone in! Plug the microphone in! Hey, hey! Big up Island boys! Big up Island girls! Hi, welcome back to Meltdown Island. I'm your host. Turn that down, guy. It's embarrassing. I don't want to hear myself.
I want to make sure people can hear us.
I sound pretty good. You're right. Last week we were, some say, what do you call it?
Inaudible.
Inaudible. Sometimes you forget to make a simple plug-in. Sometimes it uses the wrong camera. Guess what? It might be a new year with endless possibilities, but some of us still stumble. Some of us still tripping. And you know what? When you trip, you fall. And it's not about falling down and going, ha ha, but it's how strong that person is to get back up, show that beautiful face of theirs again, reveal that warm, loving heart that's inside. And I just want to say, I'm here for you. I'm a shoulder for you to cry on. But guess what? I can't carry you. Look at you. And look at me. I have no muscles, is what I'm implying. Not that you're a big person or even heavy or anything. I can't lift things. So you know what I need is my best friend. I need my best friend to step in and help me carry this burden called helping you out. Welcome to the stage. I don't know why he hasn't entered yet, but his name is Sean Hanlon. God, where were you? I teed it up.
Sean Hanlon.
I teed it up for 30 minutes.
I keep waiting for you to tee it up.
What are you waiting for?
Something that's
What are you waiting
and
for?
And his name is...
I said that. I said that.
You did not.
Let's rewind
Let's
the tape.
rewind
Let's
the tape.
rewind
Rewind the tape.
You've already
It
lost
was
us
a
50%.
Rambling, stumbling,
Hi
run
there.
on
Hello, everyone.
word salad. But nothing even remotely that would set up me stepping out and saying, Sean Hanlon.
And I'm Dustin. And we are the Pawn Show. Welcome to the pond. Welcome to the Pawn Show. Here we are in the, some would call it, the swampy waters of Detroit City. And it is chilly in this pond, this point of the year.
Yeah, but much like the Great Lakes,
Go ahead.
the waters aren't frozen over.
Take that, water. Take that.
We, of course, Meltdown Island,
Keeps it warm.
we're resting in the center of the warm waters of the pond.
Did you hear that, you guys?
So,
this guy.
we're the longest running pond-related show.
You know, if I was to classify what you just said as art,
Please.
I think it would have to be in a category all on its own, like a subgenre. How would you call that? You wouldn't say it like that for sure.
I don't actually know what you're saying at all.
Well, I barely know what I'm saying either, but I'd like to reiterate that this show is called Meltdown Island.
Yes. And I was just stating that this island, most people think, oh, island, that's in the middle of the ocean.
That's in the ocean somewhere.
Or it's one of the
probably like a little
lakes,
island inside of a lake or somewhere.
One of the Great Lakes, which is actually ice-free in a tragic story of climate change. Presently, ice-free, the Great Lakes.
You're saying the ecosystem might be screwing up soon?
Well,
we don't know. We're not soothsayers. We're here to pick you up. We're here to fix your day because the world's melting down around us. Whether we're in a warm pond or a cold pond, we're all dying. And
I mean, it's no joke, actually. I mean,
I didn't mean to make it a joke. I apologize.
We can talk about it more later because there's a lot to say. I mean,
there's a lot. Some say we haven't said enough.
It being the beginning of the new year, all of the data from last year is really being released and made public.
Just now?
Just in the days since the new year, they have been. I don't know why this is so difficult for you to grasp. For them to release 23 cumulative data, they would need the entire 2023 to accumulate it. So it goes without saying that data would then be processed and released for consumption.
Not to parry your thrust. Not to parry your thrust.
Okay.
But why don't they just start taking data 1 month before call that a year for themselves, and just back it up, date it, boop boop, done. We wouldn't know any different. Some would say,
but they're waiting for the official data. I mean, they do make projections like as the year's progressing. Like at the beginning of December, they were like, it's a 99.9% chance.
99. So you're saying I got a chance?
They were saying in early December that
Go
there's a 99.9% chance that 2023 is going to be the hottest year on record.
I know I am. Go ahead. Sorry. It's hot.
But they couldn't say that officially until the year passed and they had all the official data.
True.
So they've been releasing a lot of data and statistics from 2023, and it's not good. So, but we can talk about that more later in the climate talk section. But that's why, no doubt, that the pond in which we sit is
in which we live. Dare I say live?
Yeah. You live. I visit.
Isn't that something?
Because I don't know
everything. You don't know everything. I don't expect you to know everything, bud. Did I tell you to know everything? Because if I said that, I'm sorry.
Just saying.
Like, did I say that one night drunk? What are you saying?
It's not. I'm saying I don't know how I feel about the area.
Oh, okay.
So I only visit.
You said something else though that really concerned me for a second.
I don't know that I did.
All right. Well, that you didn't know everything. Is that you don't know everything? We just had. Maybe drink a little of that swamp water.
No, you reacted before that sentence was finished. That was the problem.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm also pulling up a space.
But you're not, because now all of a sudden you're talking.
But I wanted to let you know what I was doing, so that it wasn't even a thought.
Because up until then, you really weren't
listening. Because I was concerned. I'm trying to put together a quick space.
And just because, like when you're doing that, you're setting up the quick spaces. That's great.
Is it though?
It's great.
Because you seem like you're really pissed about it.
The thing is, you don't need to feel the need. In fact, you would probably even leave the camera. Even you don't have to feel the need to interject.
I don't feel, but you know what I mean.
You could just take advantage of the time that I'm monologuing about something. That you could be focused on setting up the things that you need to set up.
I think when I hear you talking, I hear a lot of space.
I don't think that you need.
I think that I hear this like empty space, and it's like.
Then why is it that you are constantly interrupting me? So I'm like,
to fill that.
There it is again. There was no space.
Right here, the space. Like I'm not.
There can be spaces, buddy.
Okay, that's what I'm not used to, I think, in life.
It's not radio, man.
I know, but I'm also trying to fill that space.
We're just two people here on the shores of Meltdown Island.
What's happening right now?
Processing the world as it melts down around us. I'm just saying, we're two guys who...
I like it. I'm enjoying your show. I'm enjoying this show. Stop and come back.
Nah, I gotta go.
Is your wig on right? I don't know if your wig is on right.
It's on right. It's on right.
Is it?
It's just not...
I think it's backwards.
No, it's not backwards.
Come back and let me see. All right, everyone. Well, it's been a fun and exciting show. As you know, we have always been called the Ponders. That's our nickname. People always call us. We're the Ponder Crew. Oh, no, now it is all back. Oh, wait, never mind. We're the Pond... See, it should look luxurious.
Is this the...
Yes, it's supposed... Yeah, now pull it back higher. Yes, now down, back... Yes. Mine should be back up a little. It's about where your hairline used to be.
All right.
Only, except for, like, when you're doing one of the...
Great.
Listen, guy, I'm just trying to get the space. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Can I say this? I'm a little nervous.
Then why are you even focused on what I'm saying? Just set up the space, guy. Focus on that.
I think, you know what it is? Can I tell you something?
I'm your co-host.
I should get this open.
You need these... You need to count on me.
I need to count on you. It's true.
And trust that I'm going to fill the time while...
I trust you. Well, who said I didn't trust you?
While you're setting up the spaces. You haven't said that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I accept.
But you say it with your actions.
Okay.
Over and over and over again.
All right. Okay.
We got to trust each other.
Look it out, bud. Let's look it up, bud.
When you're
Get over here.
rambling,
Get
I
over here.
seldom interject until you yell at me for not interjecting, which is projection. I feel like that's a little projection.
Maybe it is. I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never.
What we do know, though,
Go on.
is that I'm going to finish writing this space out.
Oh boy, how about that? Yes, please go. Why are you talking?
Well, I'm used to it at this point. All right. Yeah, right. You're right.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Sorry, bud. He's even talking. He's off camera and he's talking. Some people, people come up to me all the time, fans, fellow ponders, and they're like, because not only are ponders people who are here with us on Meltdown Island Pond Island, Meltdown Pond Island.
Pond Cove.
At Pond Cove. Meltdown Island at Pond Cove. As we have been for, since the beginning, really. I mean, that you thought we were in an ocean is really on you. I mean, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and be like, why did I assume it was an ocean? What does that say about me? And I don't know. You might not like what you realize.
How can I do this when you're doing that?
Just come on, do it, man. But seriously,
So funny, dude. Bravo. It's fine art. You're like a fine wine right now, bud.
oh my God, he just can't help but interrupt. Yes, I'm funny. No, it's obvious.
All right.
So yeah, ask yourself why. Why did I think it was an ocean? And you might, I don't know, you might not like the answers you come up with. You might struggle. You might want to talk to somebody, like professionally, to work it out. Why did I assume it was an ocean?
That's on me.
If therapy doesn't yield the answers, I would recommend ayahuasca. There are many places where you can engage in an ayahuasca ceremony to go back and work through any of those issues. But anyway, we've been in a pond the whole time. So, like I said, the pond hasn't frozen over, even though we're here in northern Michigan. The Great Lakes are ice-free, which is very rare. And that's actually because last year, it's official now, last year was the hottest year on record. And for the very, very first time, once all the data is compiled and verified, it may be that, well, let's just take a step back. You guys remember those Paris climate deal that they struck back in 2015? That they decided in the Paris Agreement, that they were going to try and keep warming of the planet, the average global temperature, keep it from rising more than 1.5 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial average. So that was the big thing. We commit, because the scientists told them that if we got to 2 degrees of warming, that could trigger some feedback loops that would cause heating to accelerate even faster with the loss of the Arctic sea ice, so that the planet absorbs more energy and doesn't reflect it out into space. But then also the melting of the permafrost, letting out all this methane. So that absolutely could not. 2 degrees of warming would be catastrophic. So we promised we're going to keep it under 1.5. We're not even going to take it to the edge of the envelope.
Ooh.
We're going to stop it at 1.5. So
that's mature of us, by the way.
It seems to be verified, however, that we are on the cusp of breaching that 1.5 degrees. Already, we've done it for the last several months of 2023.
Mm-hmm. That's the right year. You said it right.
In fact, October was 1.69 degrees over the pre-industrial average. Yeah. So probably by May, we will have had an rolling 12 months where the average is 1.5.
That sounds pretty reasonable.
Exceeds. That's where we said we were going to stop it.
Got it.
1.5. And we haven't stopped it. We haven't done anything.
Wake up, America.
We got some
world.
Some solar farms, some wind farms, but it's...
I've seen some funny maps this week of like how much of America is like a cat for cows, whatever. It just takes up the whole middle. Yeah. It's like, oh my gosh. And for land allocation. I said words. Hi, everyone.
I think it's like 80% of all the animals on the planet are cows. And like 16%.
Sounds good.
16% are humans, and like 4% are all other. All other animals.
I don't think anybody wants to be called other, but
they're only 4%.
All right, well, good for them.
At 8 billion people, we are only 16%. Isn't that crazy? That's how many fucking cows there are.
It's a lot of fucking cows.
And they're burping out the methane, which is problematic.
It's problematic. It's a problem. That's why DUSTiN says we should open up the ozone. Open up the ozone just a little bit. Open up the ozone. Ozone. Open up that ozone. Little bit. Let the vacuum of space. Let the vacuum of space. Let the vacuum of space just suck it out. Let the vacuum of space. Let the vacuum of space. Let the vacuum of space suck all that CO2 out. We're gonna do. We need to have a pond and it needs to live long. Yeah. Right? All right.
That's a dumb idea.
It's
not a good idea.
Well, I'd like to see someone else step up to do it. Here's the thing: is
reasonable idea.
Until someone else steps up,
there's
then
already a hole.
Well, I don't see anybody else stepping up. I'm trying to help.
Anyway,
hi everyone.
So that's why the pond does not have any ice on it.
In retrospect, it was worth it. that bit that you went through. That's what I'm saying. It was worth it.
So the pond is hot, though. The pond is hot.
It's fire.
And we don't
say we kids these days, we don't say hot anymore. We say fire. Just to update you. That's fire, bro.
Pond is fire.
Pond is fire. We need to put it out with a little pond water. Be nice, huh?
Yeah, it's a good thing we got the water and no ice.
Your hair reminds me of pond water because blue.
I wear it to support the, of course.
We're ponders. It's just
Detroit
look
Lions.
At us. Look at this. Detroit Lions, yeah, 100%. But look at this. It's almost like it's like we're painting. We're like a watercolor. It's like it's art. You know what I mean?
We are art.
I mean, look. If life is a stage, then aren't we all the artists performing for one another? Sure, some might use artificial intelligence to do that. We use barely any intelligence here. Take that. And I'd also like to say more words. Thank you. I tell you why I was a little bit pointed, a little bit fired up right here at the beginning of the show.
Go on.
Be maybe a little bit nitpicky.
I
don't know if the right word is. I'm trying to share some emotions, and maybe I get a little confused because the brain starts firing. But what I'm trying to say is,
I'm not comfortable with emotions.
Well, me neither. Been home all by myself. Just been doing the phone thing. We got back on this X, on this Twix, and guess what happened there? So attention economy, right? That started when that's what social media is, right?
Is this a segue? Are we segueing?
I'm segueing into a thing I'm talking about.
The attention economy?
Yeah, it started with social media, right?
Yeah.
And now it's been amped up to gamification of crypto. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's a little maddening at times.
I mean,
it's a little bit, if you step away for one day, an hour,
right,
a month, it feels like for forever because they've got your attention. and
algorithms to keep your attention.
True. But it's become very prevalent.
Go on.
To my day and affecting had a breakdown to go through a breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have a little more of an understanding. Here's the thing.
Go on.
Could have just told us some more. All right, maybe I could have read more. Okay. Same coin, different sides.
You could have read more about what?
Stuff. Just been a smarter person.
Oh, you could have read more instead of
not
doing,
instead of guessing and wondering,
doing attention
and going through a break.
Economy stuff.
Yes.
Is it possible that the attention economy gives you faster hits of dopamine?
I don't know, but I sure do like it.
Which we, as neurodivergents,
talk about it.
We suffer a dearth of dopamine.
I don't know if anybody ever uses that word enough.
Either we're not creating enough dopamine or we don't have enough receptors to feel the dopamine. But we require
antidepressants.
We require
high five. That was a good one. Alrighty. I think the thing fell off because I was jumping around.
Oh my gosh.
Is that what's happened? It's all off. Easy, buddy. I'm pretty good acting though.
Thank you.
So,
I'm kind of a natural.
You really are. I have.
I've noticed.
I have. And you're doing great. Probably. So, I got to admit, attention economy.
And just while you're stopped, because I don't know if it'll be done again before you change the subject.
I would never change the subject. Never change the subject if I.
I would say that social media didn't create.
That's what I was sort of asking you. I was asking a little bit.
I think the attention economy has always existed, but the rise of the internet and social media, and even to a certain degree, streaming services, it's really amped it up and made the reach global. But I think there've always been like Evil Knievel, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was probably one. I mean,
one that got attention.
Yeah, that he was seeking attention. That's why he drove him to do real crazy stunts publicly.
Crazy. Remember when he got a rocket and he flew up and the rocket went up and then it went into the lake. River.
Are you thinking of the Fall Guy?
No, I'm thinking about Evil's Knievels.
You're thinking about that movie with Burt Reynolds where he was a stuntman? Because I think his was in a car. It was a car.
Evil Knievel's did he? I think no. Anyway, so yeah.
But they put a jet in the car to make a further jump. That was also the plot line of a movie.
Do you know this? Here's a fun fact. This is unknown. What I'm about to say.
Go on.
The in real life guy that was doing it, he was getting too old, and the person who stepped up and said, "This is my track. This is my car. I'm whoever this guy is." Kenny fucking Powers. From Eastbound and Down. McBride wrote the script around this guy's name and around his attitude, and then ultimately gave the credit to them later down the road, but he can't officially because then he owes them royalties. Right. But they were like, I mean, it's his name. That's his same name. Right. He just wasn't a race car driver in the show. He's a baseball player or whatever. But it's that same attitude. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that's look at this. Look. What's up? Hey, Maddie. What up, Mad Cartoons? Mad Cartoons. A little bit of yes, and then look at this. Look how nice this is.
Hi. Smoking and then see you guys.
Yeah! I mean,
fun little song.
That's going to be the hit number
welcome
one.
to the program. We're melting down here on the pond. Here on the island in the pond.
Pond Cove. Where people like us, we call ourselves ponders, where we just sort of sit around, we ponder about what's coming next. Wonder what this is.
What's going on in the world?
Let's check and see what's trending.
Hmm.
Oh, look at this. One of the people playing this game I was telling you about,
Right.
because we were told,
Go on.
we were informed.
Yes.
Some say demanded. I'm not one of those people.
Please.
But I have heard others inside my mind say things like, we were told to follow the white rabbit. We were told to find the white pearl.
Go on.
Well, we found the white pearl, and he had a little rabbit.
Right.
Then I found another white rabbit, and this one had a rabbit's head for its LLC's branding, like its company brand is called the White Rabbit. So
Okay.
I said, looks like there's 2 white rabbits. Yeah, you were about to put the number 2 up because you were trying to keep count.
No, it was just.
All right, I was guessing. I was reading
to
it.
be fair, because I was deciding whether or not I was going to, use 2 fingers or 1 finger or no fingers.
We just like to ponder.
So it came up. I was coming up like I was going to say 2, but then I went the other way.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
My bust. I apologize.
No, it's all right. You were just anticipating my ambiguous.
I was reading.
Yes.
Real quick, sidetrack. Keep me on base when I come back. What we're talking about?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Talking about being ponders.
Oh, yeah.
I got a new show for TikTok where Fix Yourself with DUSTiN.
Boop, 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 ba-doop.
Hi, have you been doing speed dating? Have you been doing public speed dating online on TikTok? And maybe, I don't know, you're not getting any dates or people laughing when you come on? Guess what? I'll fix you. Yep, I read people. Some say too much. Some say not enough. I say just right. Also, maybe you have questions about yourself and you need someone to just look at you and tell you the truth.
What do you think of this sweater?
Great.
Thank you.
You can do that now on my TikTok. You can do it. I'll bring you up on the stage if you're in the thing, and I'll try to fix you.
Okay.
From peace and love.
Right.
You will. You might get a lot of hate. People like to do jokes. I like to do jokes.
Amen.
But we can also, with jokes, tell the truth. That won't hurt as much because it's peace and love.
Right.
But also, people might feel burnt. Oh, Bitcoin is a thing. Yep, Bitcoin has been approved. That's what's happening right now.
Oh, right.
What do they do on the stock market when they do the thing? They're like, bing, 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 bing.
They ring the bell.
And everybody goes, yeah. That's what's happening. All over, like, a bunch of, like, nerdy dudes' houses.
Yeah, and it's that these hedge funds,
Yeah.
hedge funds can invest in crypto.
And the government has said, all right, it's money. Okay. SEC was like, all right.
Right.
Is that a good impression? Pretty good, huh?
I don't know.
Okay. Tell us how it works, it is.
I don't know. I don't know what.
I'll try to tell you how it is, by how I see it.
I don't know what it sounds like, so I don't know how good your impression is. That's what I'm saying.
I accept your apology.
Because you're basically.
I know.
You're making.
You're taking.
You're anthropomorph.
Why would you start to try this word? Why would you even begin?
You're anthropomorphizing.
Easy. You sure about that?
You're anthropomorphizing.
Not only will I try to tell you how it is, but I also want to admit I'm human. I don't know it all. Guess what? No one knows it all. But I know how to be me. I'd be me better than anybody in the whole world can be me. And you could be you. You could be a better you if you let me fix you. Sing by DUSTiN. I just wanted to finish that commercial because I realized that I'd already done most of it and I just needed to put a little button on it. So come watch me live and I'll help you fix yourself with DUSTiN. What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing? Are you telling us how it works? Everyone uses AI now. We're supposed to use AI for everything. See,
Anthropomorphize.
Yep, you weren't even close.
That's what anthropomorphize. That's what I said.
I believe you.
Anthropomorphize.
Play it back.
No, I can't. It's live.
I mean, we would play it back on that, though.
Nope.
Anthropomorphize.
Remember
Anyway.
for later.
You're anthropomorphizing.
Wall Street?
No, it was the people that were doing like that. Who are those people?
SEC.
And the SEC, yeah. So the SEC is an inanimate object that doesn't speak. So I don't know what they sound like.
I just did it for you.
But you were anthropomorphizing them, which was giving them...
Sounds very sexualized,
giving
bro.
them human characteristics, as if that they could speak. But I don't know what they sound like.
I hear what you're saying.
I don't know what's your impression.
Thank you.
Good your impression.
I appreciate that.
That's all I'm saying.
I hear you.
I mean...
You have more?
But to be fair, it did remind me of the former Secretary of the Treasury, which oversees the SEC. So
I remember what I was talking about now.
Who? What? Oh, you were talking about this.
Right. We was being ponders. I was like, but see, we were sitting around pondering because we was told to follow these white rabbits.
Right.
Well, there was a map one time, and it started with a little house, and then it went down this little road, and there was this diamond. Okay?
Is this an Indiana Jones plan?
I know, it feels like one.
Okay.
It's been an adventure. We all love having fun in the pond. Right. Then it goes around a little bend, and then it breaks off into two pathways. Okay? Mm-hmm. Some might say now they might say, oh, it's maybe spawning or letting it create yield. Mm-hmm. Or it could have been two white rabbits that we were told to follow and find.
Right.
I went with the more immediate thing that was just told to us right after I see this map of thing.
Go on.
And start realizing and then go, oh. So, the one white rabbit that I follow, he just gave away this like $50,000 car.
Right.
And it is called a Genesis. Maybe I'm not saying that right. Genesis.
Probably Genesis.
Maybe. I mean, that's pretty slick. Apparently, it takes 4 trees to drive every time. No, I'm teasing. I don't know. I was trying to do something about the thing with the... It comes on a truck.
With the climate crisis? You were comparing it to the climate
crisis? I did in some way. Yeah, I was trying to... And
I
failed.
That it was going to be a menace to the climate?
I mean, I failed. I was trying, but I failed at it. But they're giving away all these prizes, and they're giving away cashish, and it's fun and exciting. But also, you know...
I'm very excited.
It's a lot. There's a lot going on inside of the pond.
Yeah, you got your rewards, right? I mean,
not necessarily.
Millionaire now?
I mean, no.
Okay, 100,000 there?
No, no.
10,000 there? 10,000 there?
Not yet.
1,000 there?
What's the insurance? That's a good question.
What's the insurance?
But I'm going to be honest with you. I got real bullish this week when I heard in one of the spaces, the White Rabbit said, using his voice,
White Rabbit.
He said, pretty soon, you guys can start quitting your day jobs. And I was like, excuse me. He said, what? And that's what he said. Some of you, probably like me, right? Some other people probably got kids. Probably got mortgage. I'm just a dude by himself. So maybe I could quit my job.
Yeah.
And then it's supposed to grow from there. So, I mean, he definitely had to pay insurance. I'll ask him. How much is the insurance? It's a good question. It is Twitter. I'm going to ask him right now on this.
How much is the insurance on that car?
Yep.
Yeah.
How much is the insurance? Asking for a friend.
Nice.
Thank you.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
You got me. That's a great question. We're going to find that out right now.
We'll find out as soon as we know.
Yeah, so I've been, look, the first NFT I ever bought was this one, right? I'm not, we talked about NFTs.
Right.
We talked about how that one guy did 1 million prints of his song for $1 and became a millionaire in 1 minute, $1 million minute. So we've been around NFTs, but I've always been wondering how to make my own, right? Right. And I don't know how still, but I am playing this game where I might make money and then learn and then have it. We'll see.
So you didn't get your rewards?
No. Well, my rewards are still there and they're being...
Processed?
No. They're being used to generate they're generating for me. They're working. I got my rewards working for me. Because that's how much I believe in my pond.
Right.
As an artist and art.
And co-host of the longest running
Pond live action show.
Pond-based.
Boy, that's a very kind, that's a very good stat. Is that true?
Pond-based talk show.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
We are 2 years old. That's about how, like.
I feel like you started talking about pond cleaning like just last year, right?
Yeah, right?
Although, honestly, it feels like a lifetime.
It does feel, look, but that's this attention economy. Every week I got something new, and it just doesn't have to be, doesn't happen to be the thing about the reward yet. But my rewards, because I chose to not spawn, and I chose, I guess, if you choose to do nothing, that's still a choice.
Right.
I wasn't able to spawn. I lost a little bit of ETH during that. But that's my own fault, because I used an experimental processes that is being proven right now. It's being proven.
Right.
I'm part of a proving plan.
I'm listening.
On multiple fronts, multiple projects. I'm about to go be a pod person out in Wonderland, running around VR and then going out into AR in the desert. There's no cities in the desert, but I will be on my thing, a mask. Exciting times.
Yeah.
Well, that's scary sounding.
Squirrels.
That's terrifying,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's like it's inside your head or something.
Right.
When I hear them scratching.
The squirrels in this area have been very active. It's been warm. It's been unseasonably warm here. We were supposed to get snow today. This is supposed to be part of a snowstorm.
What?
But it's been raining all day.
That's crazy.
It's just been too warm. It's too warm.
It's too warm?
Snow.
It's a lot of rain. Gotta admit, it is a lot of rain. Look at this. Win rewards. This is a great question.
I'm listening.
Win rewards. Well, if we were to look upon, if you were to take your eyes into look upon, remember
rewards.
This is what I was talking about when I was like,
that's what I'm asking too, Mikey DL.
You and you, Mikey DL, need to relax.
Mikey Dollars.
I'm looking up my bookmarks. These are things that I said I want to hold on to that. Where is it? Did you see that guy who jumped over the thing under the judge?
What?
Did you see the guy who said, "You're not going to get more time out of jail. You're not getting released from jail." And then all you see though is the courtroom and a guy jumping over the bench, landing on the judge like this.
What?
Yep. Bailiff's coming. No one can catch. The guy went so fast, so high, that he felt that this was his good move. What's that good move? To come in here and sing this song.
Oh, this is it. Great.
This is him saying, "I'm sorry" to the judge.
But we don't get to see the video of him running?
We'll look it up. Look.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
You hear that?
What's that?
Thank you. It's not very loud. I don't know why. Must be because I'm on Spaces. He's like, I might be guilty and we might all have seen it and they'll watch it virally. But if I sing, you'll see my pure heart. You'll see the beauty of me inside, right?
Right.
And he's singing, "I'm sorry." It's not like he's not burying the lead.
Right.
Very heartfelt, but also a little bit laughable.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the guy attacks judge video.
All right, I'll look it up for you.
And then
court.
Guy attacks judge. There it is.
Courtroom. You got it?
Yeah.
It's the one. Not yeah.
Being sentenced for battery in a Las Vegas court monitored.
Okay,
Explains what
just show it.
That outburst.
I'm gonna put down the volume though because
they want to hear it. Oh yeah, we might get a check. Whoop!
Wow!
I don't think they saw that coming. I don't think they ever saw. They're gonna play it over and over. It's only 2 seconds. Look, she looks up. She goes, "Oh God!" He showed up for a different day in court. They weren't ready for that on their normal 9 to 5.
Wow. So then he puts together this song.
Yep. I'm sorry. To your
I'm
run,
sorry,
to my
son.
mother, I'm sorry, 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 sorry. To the your honor, I'm sorry, sorry, I'm sorry. To myself, I am sorry. I would have gone, sorry, 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 sorry.
Yeah, mixed it up a little bit because it was getting very repetitive.
But he's just trying to show you he's sorry.
Just saying.
And then
Just saying.
it's more of a dirge.
It doesn't give him
Dirge, like you said earlier?
Yeah, it doesn't give him the right to Boris.
So win rewards. That's what I'm looking up. I got a little distracted, but that was worth it. Worth it?
Yeah, very worth it.
Very
worth it. That was very interesting. Probably my guess though is probably the rewards. There are probably
let's not tell out of pocket.
They probably are not gonna ever.
Look, I've already been blocked just for being me. I'll be honest with you, just for being me. I've already been blocked for just being me, let alone following a rabbit I was told to follow. So let's just be careful with our words.
Here, I apologize.
No speculating. We can ponder.
Apologize.
We can ponder. We're pondering.
I apologize. Not never. That was
not
wrong.
never. Not never.
And that was just lazy wordsmithing on my part.
Go ahead.
I would say.
What an artistic apology so far.
I would say the rewards, always next week.
Always and forever.
Perpetually next week.
Perpetually will never die.
So next week, it'll be next week.
It'll be next week. I said next week.
And the next week, it'll be the week after that.
Always and forever. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 in the pond, baby, in the pond. When am I gonna get my whoa 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 my reward and the pound next week. Next week. Thank you. That's that new hit Pawn
next
song.
Week.
I was gonna break out the looping station and loop a bunch of Pawn songs, but I'm like, don't want to throw it at them, man.
Don't want to throw what at whom?
Too much art.
Yeah, I mean,
comedy is enough.
That takes art to the next level.
I mean, here's the thing: is they've been inundated by one type of art, and they are used to saying, "Oh, look, that's a picture on a wall. That's art. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a picture on my phone. That's art."
Right.
But you forget about martial arts. Where's the martial arts ponders out there? Pond coin people. Where are they?
I don't know.
Where are calligraphy artists in the pond?
Right.
They all have to be frogs. Culinary arts. So maybe somebody's frying up a pond dish, lily pads, garnishes. You don't know. But they have their favorites, and I guess maybe some of us, maybe me, maybe all of us, maybe everyone here, all 6 of us, we're all got left off of the best artists' favorite fan. Oh, look at us, we're doing a popularity contest, and I'm not on it. Okay, maybe I got left off of a list.
Right.
Forgotten.
Okay.
Like some pond scum. You know what I mean? Like pond scum.
I actually have lost track.
Let's talk about pond scum. Win desserts. Can I get a dessert? Can I get some?
Anytime.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake
Factory. Hi, this part of the show is brought to you by Cheesecake Factory. Did you know that you can get rewards for buying cheesecakes? And then you can use those rewards to buy more cheesecakes.
Just use promo code Meltdown Island Pond.
We've always been here.
Always been here in the pond code.
Bum bum. Great. Art, more like farts.
That's all caps. Like a well. Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out.
Hi, Dina. We're just singing. We're singing songs now.
Place you melted down
Okay, so
about.
winner rewards. So it goes
Oh, yeah.
Ethereum into mining, which just happened again, into Bitcoin, spawning Pepe. And if you don't go over here to get Pond water, so if it goes over here, you go swapping Pond coin, lock it in. We're locked in. And we're going to earn Pond coin water. Okay? That's what's happening. So rewards are in 2 weeks. That's
Always, perpetually 2 weeks.
Can I tell you this?
It's either tomorrow or 2 weeks. It's
Can I
tomorrow
tell
or
you
2
this,
weeks.
though? I have been wrong every time.
Yes.
But this time I think I am right, for sure.
That's where
I just
the
want to
bit-
say I
that's
think
where
I
the
am
bit
right.
comes. That's from where the bit comes.
I've never been right.
All right.
Just no, we're
I
just
agree.
pondering. Someone asked a question. It took us 40 minutes to get to an answer. 2 weeks.
You have been right sometimes. You've been right
Thank
a few
you.
times.
Did you guys hear that? How
But-
hard is that?
But way,
How hard is that? Not very hard.
But way below average.
Free to be nice. It's free.
Way below average, though.
Really appreciate you gassing me up, bud.
But you have been right before.
Thank you.
Just not as often as, most
You're
people.
saying that maybe the ozone thing can work.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
And for the record, there already is a hole in the ozone still, buddy.
I thought we took care of that.
No, we're taking care of it. It's growing back. It's not getting bigger.
It sounds icky when you say grow it back.
But I mean, that's the kind of thing that's going to take
Oh no, I forgot I'm on live still.
thousands of years to fully recover.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, well, I guess probably once
I said
once human civilization is wiped out, it'll probably grow back quicker.
You think?
Yeah.
That's nice of you to think
Well,
that.
you know.
I barely know. Extremely reasonable.
Go on.
It won't cost me any more to own than it did putting gas in my Tahoe. I think this is a new...
Oh, the insurance. This is the insurance.
Yeah, this is the insurance. How much insurance? Answer is... Extremely reasonable! Bum, ba, da, bum.
Okay.
It won't cost me any more to own more than it did putting gas in my old Tahoe. And that's not a slang. Tahoe is a vehicle, type of vehicle.
Yeah. Is that a Chevy?
Polly is speaking in here.
Oh no, Paulie is speaking.
We're
Oh,
missing
my
it all.
God.
Maybe he's already
Go
gone.
ahead, put him on.
I think he's already gone. I mean, I just looked in there and I don't see him. You see him? No. I don't see him. Phew. I don't understand if we lose everybody right now because I just said that. Oh, Polly's speaking somewhere.
Yeah, no, I'm sure people are like.
In the first 2 minutes, it goes to like 1,000. It's crazy. 1,500.
So, hey, last week you were trying to explain to me this mining thing because there's some sort of mining thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
What is mining again?
Mining is. Let's ask. You know what? Let's ask ChatGPT so we don't mess it up and give them all false information.
Oh my God! So you don't even know?
I do know. It's
What?
when you do this and then they do that.
What? What is? Wait, there's pronouns. Pronouns take the place of more specific nouns, and I need the more specific nouns because this makes that does not make sense.
I just want to say that I'm
It's
a
not
little bit
clarifying.
I'm a little bit afraid of the social pressure that the attention economy has brought, and I don't want to misidentify anything in our pond ecosystem. This is a little bit. Mark Mikula just got here. Let's. See, let's not focus
Look,
on
Tina,
bad.
Mark is here.
Yeah, say hi
Mark,
to them. Use
look,
your buttons. Use your buttons.
Tina's here.
Look, you got
Hi.
buttons.
Hi.
Buttons.
What?
Use
What do
your
I do?
hand here on the buttons.
What do I do?
You remember. You'll see.
Oh, yeah. Coming in and late. What's the meltdown count to? 2, 4, 3.
Oh yeah, I'm going to check.
Coming in late. What's the meltdown count for today? Is he talking about the
couple.
climate?
There's been a
He's talking
couple
about
of
the climate
meltdowns.
change?
There's been a couple.
He's talking about climate change?
No.
I had a brief meltdown early on because
You sure did.
Dustin kept talking over me.
Did I know?
No, not that he was just talking over me. It's that he was trying to set up the spaces. And instead of focusing on setting up the spaces so that he could come back and not leave me talking alone by myself
You're
for
right.
very long, he instead chose to half focus on that, which ensures it would take longer.
I mean, I didn't want it to.
But it will just by half engaging it, it's automatically.
I feel you.
Twice as long.
Nevertheless, I'm still moving forward.
So So instead of focusing on that, he kept chiming in
I cannot believe we're still talking
to my
about this.
monologue.
Dude, we've talked about this the whole show. I cannot believe you've done this to me again.
But it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
All right.
Because then he would throw my monologue off.
I'm going to ask a question now. We're going to use our words to talk to.
Anyway, that's what
the
one
future.
of the meltdowns was about.
All right. So how do you say to this to AI? You asked me
That
what
was the
question?
first one.
How do you mine Pond coin? Now it spelled it wrong.
It's not.
Pond coin. How you know that? And then I'll put hashtag.
That's Coid.
Thank you, Coid. There it is. Hashtag PNDC. All right, we'll see if that works. How do you mind? I shouldn't say mind. I should say mine with an E.
Yes.
Well, you're making me nervous.
Oh my God, because just do it. Stop talking.
You're so mean, dude. I would never do this. I've done.
You gotta focus.
Miming is where
Miming?
Wearing white face paint and doing silent object work.
No, I'm sorry.
You're missing up here.
Oh, this guy. Why would you do it when I wasn't ready?
Well, because I'm tricking you. Surprise.
Miming
Think
and
of it as a
wearing
surprise.
white face paint and doing silent object work.
Oh! All right, here's the.
Albert
I'm sorry,
Brooks,
but
are you
that's
familiar
my
with Albert Brooks, the comedian. He has this great bit back when he was doing stand-up, where he was like the worst mime, and then he would say, "I'm pulling on a rope. Look."
Yes.
I'm moving because I'm pulling myself along the rope. Now
there is no rope. If I'm not doing this, there's no rope.
I'm behind the window. He was funny. He is funny. He's
well, I see him on. I seen that special on HBO. Is that the one you watched?
I just watched it recently.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Got any grapes?
But I'm a fan.
Listen to this.
Got any grapes?
That's a great question.
Hey, Mikey Deals.
DLS. Dig second left. No, it's wrong.
What? Why would you say that?
I have impulse control issues.
Super inappropriate. Got any grapes? What does that mean? Is that a
I mean, look, you can see how there's a frog. You see how the frog on his name?
Go on.
Then there's a little purple square. And all I can say is we've got a little bit of perps. Got a little bit of perps coming up. Got a little bit of perps. Moves aside.
Wait, what?
A little bit of the perps. Mikey. What else is going on, Sean? What else? I had something else to tell you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
Now?
I'm going in here to find out the answer to thy inquiry.
Yeah, what it means, what means the mind.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh. I could Google it too. I mean, I just thought you would know this.
I know what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. You just take ETH, or you take any of these other little coins that are ERC20s. You're going to get me in trouble. I'm trying to tell you exactly.
Bitcoin mining is the process
That's something else.
Validating the information in a blockchain.
Going to terms of use.
What does that mean?
But they do a computing thing, they do a math equation, and then they get a little taste. Okay, they get a little taste for doing it. But the halvening is coming up. And when it goes in half, that means they're giving half of the amount of money to give them that taste. So then they're going to say, I don't get enough to have my machine on. Screw you guys. I'm plugging. And then all of a sudden, less equations, takes more time. Price starts going up. People get it, and then it goes down real fast, and then it goes right back up again. So it's a
wait. People if they're mining, they gotta leave their machines on.
Yeah, it's an electricity thing. That's the thing they've been complaining about crypto. But now apparently we're using solar. Still had to get there. Okay, by accessing, browsing, using interface, you acknowledge that you're doing it and everything's your fault. Which, yeah, I get it. Binding provisions. I'm looking for official mining about the interface, governing laws.
I don't know that you're answering the question.
I'm trying to get there. I'm taking you on a journey. This is a guided This is a guided meditation through the pond. About the pond, smart contracts, and mining smart contracts. The PondX smart contracts and mining smart contracts are software source codes freely licensed to the public, right? Using a relevant blockchain system, third-party supplies wallets, right? Devices, validator nodes, or PondX smart contracts. The mining smart contract does not require use of this interface. But that's interesting. So they said people are doing it through the Etherscan, so you don't have to use you can do it through the Etherscan, but that's confusing. I don't know how that works. But then that's why they're here. You know what I mean? They should be learning. And that's where we are. We're an educational show. Really, when you think about it, it's sort of like we're in arts and education.
Well,
if I was to describe our show, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I don't know why you would segue from this particular segment to say we're educational show.
Because we're educating ourselves. We're educating ourselves.
I don't feel like you've explained it or that you still understand it. You read some words for sure.
I did. I did a real good job of that.
For sure. You did a reasonably good job.
There's more.
You were passable.
There's more. And you can't even take it because it's very difficult. It's a lot to read.
Yeah. That's why I just wanted to explain to me like I'm a 6-year-old.
Well, you take money, you go into this thing when the mining opens, they go, mining's open. You go in there and you take some ETH, and you go, pong, 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 you go, give me some of that. I want some piece of that. And they take your ETH, and then they go, here's a whole bunch of this. And then you get a bunch of this, which would be Pond coin.
Okay. So you're basically, mining means you're just buying
from your
new coins?
Yes.
But why do you gotta leave your computer on?
Nope, that's a different thing. This is a different. There's two different kinds of mines. Okay. One is a block that creates heat, stuff, energy, and this one is non-energy. Off your phone, I just go boop boop boop, it's done. No energy sucking thing.
You're just
piece of code.
You're just putting more of their coin into circulation.
It's like 6 lines of code from what I don't even know if that's true, but that's kind of. But I don't know what it is. Right. I don't know the code to everything, but I got a good idea.
I mean,
what's this say?
You've been pretty into this.
Gatorade sucks. Pond water's better.
Agreed. We've been drinking pond water for years, ever since we've been doing this show.
Some say we're the
island in a pond off Pond Cove.
Some say we're the longest running show about pond and pond coin and comedy art.
Right. Because we've been doing it for years.
They call it art education. We're artistically educating ourselves.
I mean,
and you're along for the journey.
We should, at this point, we should probably cut in some.
I'll edit in
other episodes where we reference pond coin going all the way back.
Oh, you're saying when I do the big edit, yeah. I don't know.
From previous episodes where
maybe
because we've talked about this
some say too long.
A lot.
Some say too long.
Some say too long.
Others have never seen it. You got to remember. Yeah. Some other people have not even seen this show.
Right.
They haven't even seen it. They don't have no idea that we're the longest running pond show.
We were doing a pond show before Pond Coin really even existed. We were just doing it in joyful hope.
Oh, joyful hope! Oh, joyful hope that someday someone will call it a pond. I hope that answers your question. Yeah. Well, Sean.
Yeah. No. Finally.
So you use pond0x.com.
Right.
And you mine when it's open. It's really pretty.
And you just buy. So basically, mining is just buying more coins.
It's providing liquidity
to the fund.
Yep. And then
because they've been rating it.
No, they haven't been rating it.
Yeah. Okay.
They haven't been rating it.
Right.
Like you do retract your statement. You're gonna give me blocked by Mikey DLS.
You're right. I don't. I mean, just because
you apologize, don't you?
Just because that's what.
Look, dude, they're coming after me, dude. They're gonna come get me if I don't watch my words.
Oh, no, that's fine. No, I believe it. I was wrong. I retract.
They
Nobody is rating
they get real intense, bud. They get real. I don't know if you can tell by my fear
It was a
response right now.
It was a satirical.
It was satirical.
It was a satirical comment.
It was
extrapolated from the debacle that is Sam Bankman-Fried, who I believe was rating it technically.
He was technically, officially.
So
he in jail now.
I extrapolated that from this.
I
didn't mean
to be fair, you are a pond extrapolator.
I am the official extrapolator of Meltdown Island.
That is true.
I usually am extrapolating about climate change. Spoiler alert: we're all doomed.
It's over. We won, though, right?
If by we you mean Gen X, yes.
Bum bum bum.
Us and the boomers, we crushed it.
I mean, the boomers, they were parents. Pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
They were the adults in charge when we learned that climate change was an issue.
You're right. They should have took action, but what'd they do?
Should have insisted.
What'd they do?
They bought SUVs by the millions.
Well, to be fair, it got scary. The weather was changing. All right, everyone. This is everyone's very, 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 very favorite part of the show.
Roses and thorns, roses and thorns.
Yes, it is.
Roses and thorns, roses and thorns.
What did he say?
Roses and thorns, roses and thorns.
Everybody, roses and thorns, roses and thorns. Thorns. Hello to you.
Thorns.
Hi.
Roses and thorns.
Hi, welcome to Roses and Thorns. Thorns. Thank you. This has been an artistic intro to what everyone loves to call their favorite part of the show. Now, are they LARPing on me and saying that because it's the end of the show? I don't know. Are they doing it because they actually like when we take a step back and ponder our own show? Maybe. I'll never know. But what I do know is that I'd like to give you a rose.
Yes.
For hanging out with us today.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Rose to all the commenters for participating.
Who we got? Mikey in the DLs. We got Mark Mikulas. We got Dina. Give me 2 up here for Dina.
Are you kidding me? How exciting was that?
Love that. Mads.
You think she's still here?
Maybe.
I miss her typos. Remember when she used to do typos all the time?
Thing is I don't see typos.
That was a great bit. No, because you're.
I just sort of read. I read the energy from what someone wrote. I take that energy and I just sort of like absorb it. I don't really like. I'm going to tell you every little detail of how to do something in mining or spell words. I'm creeping. Is that I'm creeping?
I'm creeping.
Creeping. Okay. Well, I was trying to make it look like it was a typo.
Yeah, buddy.
But see, I can't even do that. I can't even trick someone because it's that obvious.
Nailed it, buddy.
Thank you.
No, not you, Dina.
I'm still here and I'm Dina and I nailed it.
By nailed it, I meant you didn't have any typos in there. But still here. It's so exciting that she's here, though, right?
I agree, yes.
Dang. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. It's spelled correctly, Dustin.
I tried to make it a thing and it didn't work. It was a failure.
Happy New Year, buddy. I wish you all the best.
I do too. Happy New Year! I tell you, it's been a rough, what do they call it? New Year. It's been a rough New Year. I'm signing in at the end.
What? Are you kidding me?
And all of a sudden, it's a new year. It's a new us.
It's crazy.
Everyone's coming home.
Hey,
Everyone's coming home.
Happy New Year,
Welcome
buddy.
home back to the island, everybody.
All the best in the new year, buddy.
I'm
How
craving.
exciting.
There it is.
I'm craving. That's great.
And Mikey, to be fair, Mikey is a crepe.
That's a good bit. Mikey NX.
Mwah.
All right, later, guys. What?
Thanks for hanging out. Mwah. What else?
Great to see you, pal. Happy New Year. I've been so bananas with work. Bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Her work is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
I mean, you're the one doing Gwen Stefani's, bro.
That's right, buddy.
That's some shit.
I'm a fan.
You seem like you're almost an impersonation, an artist to me. That's how good it sounded.
Impersonator?
No, more artistic-ish. More like they're doing it for...
Impressionist, like impressionism?
Yeah, but more impressionistic artist of impressions.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you're like a a Spalding Gray of impressions.
Sure.
Spalding Gray is an artist.
I like the blue on Sean. It's to support, of course, our Lions in their quest to get to their first Super Bowl ever.
And a reminder that pond water is about to rain down and keep our pond liquid. But it does look good. And you know what, Rose? Rose?
Yes?
Who do we play?
What?
Who do we play? Who do the Lions play and win this weekend?
We play the Los Angeles Rams.
We play an LA team in football?
Yeah. Which...
What?
Followers of the NFL will know that it was a couple years back that...
there were no LA Rams.
The Lions... Well, yeah, several years back, there was
Sickburn!
There were no LA Rams. That is absolutely true.
Good luck, LA Rams. You don't even been football very long.
But also a couple years back, the LA Rams and the Detroit Lions, basically in a trade, they traded quarterbacks.
That's horrible sounding.
We sent our Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
We drafted him out of college.
Yeah.
He was going to be our franchise quarterback. And then
go ahead.
We got into a situation where we were rebuilding again, and he was like, another rebuilding.
And he's like, I want out.
I want out.
And then what happened?
Can you trade me, please?
Then what happened?
Can you trade me to a contender? They traded into the Los Angeles Rams. Next season, they win the Super Bowl.
It's a horrible story for me.
Meanwhile,
we rebuilt. We started from the bottom. Now we
2
up
years
here.
later, yeah.
Now we
were rebuilding. We made some great
now up here.
Building moves. We got a great coach.
He's over here, but now we up here.
But now, in first round of the playoffs, we are facing off against...
Can I just say this from the Lions' perspective?
Lions
Bring it!
Matt Stafford.
The thing is, when you've got nothing to lose, when you've already lost for the last, I don't know, forever,
right.
You've got nothing to lose but win.
And basically, Goff is going up against...
Who's that?
Who's our quarterback?
Okay.
The Lions quarterback. Goff is going up against the team that was basically saying, even though you took us to a Super Bowl once, we don't have faith in you to take us to a Super Bowl again and win. So we're going to trade you to another team for a quarterback that we think is better.
My heart! Oh, Lord, he's coming for me!
So he's...
Oh, this is it! This is the big one, Sean!
It's an interesting narrative, to be sure, for the game.
Woo! Got me fired up.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? Wait, what's this? We missed this one here. Let me see. And is that your black wig, Dustin? The green lighting adds a nice element. It's green highlighted. This is the green. You noticed? Did you notice, Sean? You see it?
No, I was going to comment on that earlier, but...
it's okay. No one had to, but thank you, Kara. Heard and appreciated.
You changed the subject.
Look at that. I'm looking like Bon Jovi, bro.
Bon Jovi. I love that. Bon Jovi.
Shook to the heart, and you're too late. Bad name. Rock.
Dustin, you have got to do a series of pond-related Bon Jovi songs.
I guess.
Bon Jovi parodies. Pond-related Bon Jovi parodies.
Mm-hmm.
Do a series of them on TikTok, man. That will kill.
You think?
Yes.
I'm listening.
As Pond Jovi. Are you kidding me? That's fucking great.
Hurrah! You're all into it.
I'm into it.
Promise me heaven, you're giving me hell.
I mean, that's a specific bit. A lot of time we as artists are like, oh, I want to create something, but what? What am I going to create? And then something like this comes along, and it's like, well, let's knock that out. We can knock that out. That's easy enough. You can fucking crush that in an afternoon, probably.
Seems like it.
Probably.
I'd like to ponder one more thing.
Go on. Don't
maybe
ponder
there's
too much about it because you're.
Maybe there's a challenge.
You're gonna procrastinate.
Maybe there's a challenge to get my buddy to do his Yoda bit.
Yeah, we'll see.
With AI.
We'll see.
Huh?
We'll see.
I'm saying maybe this is a challenging moment for both of us to step up to show that no matter when life's get us down or our numbers go down in the pond, things like Bon Jovi will be there to save us. things like Yoda can rise up from the ashes, and that candlestick could go right up, like the CO2 one. Remember when that line was going up?
Yeah, it's actually called the hockey stick.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, because it's long.
Thank you, Mikey D.
Oh,
look at this.
Lion's perspective.
Feed me, Seymour.
Yeah, right?
Feed me all. Mom. You give Pound
a bad name.
I can literally dedicate it to certain people.
Right, for sure.
I can literally point to people that and call them bad for the Pond. It would be all the people that block me, Sean. Because why'd they block me? Whatever do them? I got too much sauce?
For some.
Thank you for saying that. Appreciate it. Some of us like sauce with your bland-ass food. I ain't saying no names. You know who you are.
Well, they wouldn't be listening.
Oh, wouldn't they? They're haters, bro. Let me tell you a thing or two about social medias. Let me tell you something.
I'm listening.
About social medias.
I'm listening. What?
Players gonna play. Haters gonna hate. How can they hate if they ain't watching you 24/7?
That's Taylor Swift. I mean, Taylor Swift already did that.
I'm trying to get you on my side because you seemed a little lackadaisical. I'll be honest with you. You're over here leaning on the wall. I got a lean guy. We talk about football. We talk about winning Super Bowls. And you're leaning.
You saw me drinking water.
We like to drink water. We like to drink the pond water live on camera. We like to show that we drink water in the pond.
This is water
Stay hydrated.
From the actual pond.
That's one of our messages. Stay hydrated. What else do we say? Stop the insanity.
Stop the insanity is a good one. One more thorn real quick, though.
Delicious.
Just one more quick thorn, if I could. When you're filling out when you're creating the spaces stuff.
Oh, I forgot we're live on Spaces.
Or when you're doing stuff like
Hold
that.
on, we are live on Spaces still. I forgot.
I remember last week when you did that.
And we talked afterwards about stuff we shouldn't. I'm not good about doing that. We did it on TikTok one time and almost melted down the whole wide world because I was like, and then this lady said this, and then this. Oh my God. That was a nightmare. The only thing I could compare to it is the first of the year when the founder of the coin said to stop following the White Rabbit and to block anyone else who's following him. I said, excuse me, said what? Excuse me, who, what happened? That doesn't sound right because we're being tricked. Mm-hmm. Some said we were blacklisted from spawning and mining, but those are just the crazy people in my head.
So, rewards this week too, right? You're getting your rewards?
No, I don't think so this week. Because let me show you the flywheel.
Right, it's always perpetually next
week. It's not that it's always perpetually next week.
Sometimes it's tomorrow. It's perpetually tomorrow.
Let me show you. Here it is. This here. Okay. This is the one that I had that little breakthrough. I read after I had my little. Right. I broke through up here, Sean.
Right.
I broke through up here. Then I read. Then I understood. Right. I read sometimes. I don't get it. Right. I just don't get it. I don't absorb it. Right. It's like reading words off a brick wall. But after I have a breakthrough of understanding, then read it, then I go, I get it. It's like that one movie. I get it now. I get it. Look here. This right here, Sean.
Go on.
Spawn Lab. This is the pond. This is the pond. This says pond coin. Pond coin right here goes in a circle. What are circles? I don't know. Life. Right here.
Symbol of perpetuity.
Pond water faucet, liquid pool fees, right? Liquidity pool fees, right? Right past that is, what's that say?
Spawn Lab.
Spawn Lab.
Reward liquidity.
Yep. Pond coin, a little bit of flywheel, doing it. What's up here?
Pepe.
And then what's that say?
Incentivized liquidity.
And that's what they pawned. Or that's what they spawned. That's what just happened.
I mean, I recognize these words. I just don't know what this means.
I'm trying to tell you. What they did is they mined, and then they took that mining, and then they spawned, and they got...
Which we didn't really establish what mining was.
You pay some money, you get some coins.
Okay.
You're providing liquidity to the liquidity pool, and then you get coins
Okay. All right.
for doing that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
All right. But you don't have to keep your computer on.
No.
Is that
You got to click your button. Apparently, you got to go. Oh crap.
Is that like mining? Is that when you have to leave your computer on? Are you being mined?
That's only in Bitcoin. That's only in Bitcoin. It's only in Bitcoin. Nope. It's only in Bitcoin. Nope. Well, buddy,
why does
you
Bitcoin
got to
have
understand?
have their computers on?
They're out there like this
Why are they going to have their computers on with Bitcoin? I don't get it.
because it's doing math. Thank you. Flywheel. Yep. ERC20 liquidity multi token liquidity migration. I don't get that either. Okay, so I don't get it all, Sean.
Clearly.
Mine liquidity, incentivized mining.
Got it.
Then Pepe market. That's the purple. That's us. Yield, fee, price impact comes back into the ecosystem of Pondcoin. Pepe liquidity pool. Then it comes out to nano bond streaming. Band.
Nanobond.
It is. It's nano bond.
That's what I said.
Then you get pond water faucet. Is that facet or faucet? You say facet, I say faucet. Facet, faucet. Let's turn the whole thing off.
That's facet.
Thank
Faucet
you.
is a total word.
This is facet?
That's facet.
Oh, it's not faucet.
Faucet is totally.
All right, so it's a facet. It's like spaghetti. Oh no, that's not it.
No, it's not.
As soon as it came out of my mouth, I realized that's not a thing. It's like a circle. It's like a circle of light.
Circle of life.
Of life. Oh, this is my child. That is a Lion King. So over here you got your pond water, which is what we're about to get.
Right.
Comes out the facet.
Right.
Can you turn the facet off? It leaks.
Right.
And liquidity pool fees, which is what I got for being a top 18.
Got you.
Top 18 swapper. Thank you for doing that. Forever fees for whatever you lock. Whatever you lock down, you're gonna get forever fees.
Gotcha.
Forever liquidity fees coming back at you.
I got you.
It's exciting. But it's also, again, you hear me, I'm making it up. I'm reading it, I'm trying to decipher and discern. But as Stephen Pondheim once told us, the pond comes alive with the sound of froggies. Cricket.
Stephen Pondheim is also very funny.
Here's a fun joke. If you're ever in a pond and you hear a bunch of crickets and you're with some friends, start going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they go, "What are you doing?" "Waiting for the rain cloud. Counting crickets for the rain starts." Real funny joke.
But you could do a series of them
Because you can't really count when it's a bunch of crickets. You can't really count it.
You can do you can do a Stephen Pondheim series with a bunch of Stephen Pondheim songs.
I don't know any. If you want to help me with that, you can write them down. I'll do them.
He writes show tunes,
and I just got to sing it. I just got to sing it.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna have songs that you know. Stephen Pondheim.
And I just got to sing it.
Stephen Sondheim, rather.
Sondheim.
Is who he's doing. But you could do Ponda Jovi. You could do any number. You could get Micula to rattle off a half dozen for you.
Or I could sing it in monotone. Oh, your secret is done. Halfway there. Oh.
And so to just to wrap up that thorn I was going to give earlier, and it was to you for when you were working on that setting up the spaces. Whenever you got to do like any kind of like sharing or anything like that, it's going to return you look at the phone. You can just move off camera and just do it. And I will take it over. You don't have Arthur Ponderelli.
Ponzarelli. Ponzarelli.
Dustin? We're talking.
I know.
And
I'm trying to
you brought
include them.
You brought up Arthur Ponderelli.
I was saying you were right.
As to
Hey.
change the subject from your. So, but when I'm trying to stall so you can do stuff, it throws me off when you just randomly chime in when you're only half listening.
Well, I'm trying to get you to change the subject. To be fair.
I mean,
to be fair to me,
I'm going to talk about things that I think are important to our Pond Islanders.
It's very, and I would like to take a second. If I can give myself
like
a
climate
thorn,
change.
I'd like to give myself a thorn.
Right.
For earlier.
Yes.
Making that space. I should have had that space ready for the show.
There we go.
And I don't want to say that you were late. I don't want to say that because you weren't.
Right, I was not.
But we did have a lot of what would you call it?
Yeah, but you could add
like a lot of the brain scum to get off to tell you about the show today.
Well, because when I first got here, you were in the office.
I had a phone call.
Yeah, but it wasn't a phone call though, because what I was going to say is while you were sitting at your desk, you could have been setting it up, for example. Just for example,
it's a good example. It's a good example.
You did have some time.
It's a good example.
Whether I was here
or not. Right. And I would like to say this.
Yes.
I'd like to once again apologize to you for not, you know what I mean, for letting the team down.
Oh, yeah, no worries. But I'm just saying.
We've had better pond shows.
It's actually not a problem if you want to do it during the beginning of the show, because you can do your little monologue piece prior to introducing your co-host, Sean Hanlon, and then you can just step off, and I can do mine.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know this. I didn't know you had some direction for the show.
I'm just saying, it's a possibility.
Okay.
And then you can step off to the side, and you can do your thing. And you don't have to feel the need to chime in.
Don't I?
Because you're only half listening. Because if you fully focus on that task, you'll be able to get it done relatively quickly. But if you're half listening to me, and you're not focused on that, it's going to take you twice as long. That's all I'm saying. And then you get back to the fun.
Thank you.
Which is where you want to be.
That's where I want to be.
I mean,
that's where I want to be.
It's all any of us.
It's a classic thing we always say. It's where you want to be. It's where I want to be.
Where you want to be.
I want to go to there.
So
I want to go to there.
I'm sorry. I just heard a lot of pond talk and spaced out.
Well, that's what'll happen when you get on the pond water.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why Kara seems confused because we've
always been a pond show.
Always been a show
from day
about
one.
The pond.
I mean, you've done that, Kara.
Yeah.
It's something
even
that's just classic.
Pond coined exist.
Yep.
Even before pond coin existed,
we were already talking about.
We were already talking about something that would become pond coin.
Hey, look. You know what I mean? We're one of those.
Something we knew
we're
was
one of
out
those.
There.
You know what I mean? Not undiscovered. What do you call it? Underrated. You know what I mean? Underdog for sure. We don't have the backing of anyone. Okay. Maybe Mikey a little bit. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe M cartoons.
Mikula and Kara as well.
But I've asked the leadership team.
Go on.
If they can just come on here, maybe explain to you some things, teach you. But they're like, we're not tech support. We're not. Start your own show and do tech. And I'm like, I've already been doing it. I'm not smart.
See, this one wouldn't work, though, because they aren't singers. Because
Henry, Jane, and Peter Ponda. Yeah. They're a family.
Jane Ponda. I know. Peter Ponda.
And Henry Ponda.
I remember. I saw on Golden Ponda. So I know who those people are, is what I'm saying.
Why, they were in the movie?
Yes. I know, not Peter.
Oh,
but
no. You can see that it's not real hair now.
Jane. Oh, my gosh.
I feel like they can tell now. Go ahead.
We'll just cut that out. You can lose it in post.
Thank you.
So, and everyone who's out there, they're going to be like, they won't remember. Because most people like Kara are only really half listening anyway.
I mean, I know I am.
So, no, believe me.
I got you. That was a good one. Not really good.
Vouch for that.
I mean, it's like that one time I was in Spaces and this guy, much like trying to get me, much like you, I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to apologize. I like to have fun. And he goes, oh, God, you just said you were sorry. Right. And I go, yeah, it was a joke, bud. Hey, bud, it was a joke. If you could catch up to where I am, you'd have more fun rather than sit back going with your 8 millimeter?
Try and keep up. Just try.
I'm over here in 8K. They haven't even caught up to me. I'm like in real life eyeball stuff.
Okay. So the thing with the Ponda family, though,
You know your eyeballs are just your brain looking outside of your head, huh? Tim and Eric eat your heart out. Dustin and Sean.
the realist. We are the realist.
Dustin and Sean, they're the realest of the real. Hey, everybody, do you want to have a deal? I gotta steal on some new pond coin. Dustin and Sean. Eric and Tim eat your heart out. They don't even work together anymore. They do separate projects now. It's that's what I mean. It's almost a lost art form. Going back to all the way to Laurel and Hardy, fucking Jerry Lewis and Ed McMahon. Now,
Tim and Eric go back to Laurel and Hardy?
A comedy duo, bro.
Oh, yeah.
A comedy duo.
Even before that.
I'm trying to say. I'm trying to go back through the past of it now.
All right. Well,
Reach back with me. Help me out a little
I
bit.
think we've reached probably the limit.
Jerry Lewis, and
but that's coming
Steve
back.
Martin.
Steve
Martin and
no, Steve. What?
Steve Martin and
Dean Martin.
Thank you,
Frank
Dean
Sinatra. But they were part of a group. They weren't.
Well, Jerry Lewis, Martin and Lewis were a thing.
Martin and Lewis were a thing. Yes.
And what I'm trying to say is, who's Steve Martin with right now?
That's not Steve Martin.
Right now.
Steve Martin is not Dean Martin.
I know. Okay. Two Martins.
Steve Martin's with Martin Short, though.
Still a comedy duo.
Yeah, right.
So what I'm saying is, we're almost a dying lost art form, really, when you start thinking about it. And that's what I really was trying to really drag you over that finish line with me there, because I'm trying to, again, reiterate that we belong in this artistic.
We are art. We are art. This is art.
What we do, Sean.
So anyway,
you think just two guys can get up there and talk like we do and be fucking amazing? No is the answer. No.
Rose.
I'll answer for you. No.
But I'll piggyback on that thorn that I gave you by giving you a rose.
Go ahead.
In advance. This rose will be for next week. The rose that I anticipate giving you when I hear the first series of Pond parodies from Pond Jovi.
And I cannot wait to be one-upped by you and your Yoda in the pond. Yodeling in the pond. What does Yoda do? He yodels in the pond. What else does he do?
Yoda in the pond.
That's the other thing is, but you can play old yodel songs where you go, and you just mouth it, and then he does famous lines from movies. And dude, guy.
Okay, here's another possibility. Linda Ronstadt. See, because the singers are good. You could do several Linda Ronstadt songs. I mean, you probably have to Google them, but I'm sure there are songs that you know that she has sung. And you can do a quick parody, just the chorus, right? Or a minute.
Did you remember you told me you'd pond me, baby?
See, right? Even if you can just change one word.
One word. Even just one word.
That's what I said.
I was with you. Even if you just change one word. I'm with you. We're on the same side. You trying to... I feel like you're a little feisty today. Is everything all right?
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Well,
do you feel good? Somebody asked that question to somebody. Right. That was the same answer they got. What? You feel good. It's such a weird question.
Well, we got to stop the insanity, right?
Stop the insanity.
Right, stop.
He's also on a he's on a oh, by the way, congratulations to Tim Robinson and Sam Richardson for winning Golden Globes. Golden Globes. I did call it Emmys on the timeline, but it's Golden Globes. Friends of ours. You were on the show, Detroiters. Detroiters. They won for Detroiters.
Oh, dude, that's the Golden Globes?
Your episode that you were on.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about that?
You're a great Golden Globe winner.
Do I get will I get an award?
Nope. You were just,
I didn't write it?
Guest, with special guest.
Okay.
I don't even think that. I think you were a guy at the bar, right?
Yeah.
Sean at the bar.
So, no, I was hockey guy.
Hockey guy. Weird. What a weird name. You think they would just use our names?
Plays the banjo now, but actually
he's in that show on Netflix where it's a murder mystery hotel.
Only murders.
Only come in here if you're a murderer. Facility housing.
So, but Steve Martin started the banjo.
He did, and now he plays it in more of a funk or like a banjo band, not funk. Nope, not a funk band.
Is this the extended Meltdown Island episode? I love it when Sean is home.
It is a little bit more interactive, a little more give and take. He's off the screen a little more than we all like.
Deborah Harry.
Harry.
It's not a pond, though.
It auto-corrected him. I'll tell you right now, it auto-corrected him to Debhara. He was doing Debhandra. He was doing
Depondra.
Depondra.
That one's too hard. That one's too obscure.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah,
Thorn.
we did get it.
Thorn.
I give it a rose.
Thorn.
Hey, every rose has its thorn.
Yeah,
Rose for
rose
when you
bring those veggies. All right.
Well, that's coming up.
All right.
That is coming up.
That is next week.
We've been talking about it in Pond
Just like
for a while now.
rewards. That's it.
We're gonna cut up. We're gonna
Yeah.
show you my fantastic skills of being able to dissect and listen in real time and tell you what is being cut as soon as we get rewards. That is our gift back.
Yes. Pondy. Oh, Pondy. Deborah Harry's Pondy. Yes.
That's it, Pondy.
Pondy.
So we were right with Deb Pond.
You weren't. You were not right. I did not suggest that I was right.
I think I have
You
cotton.
seemed pretty confident that
I think
you
I've
were
got
right.
cotton mouth.
Alrighty then. Well,
Stop
look
the
at that.
insanity.
Stop the insanity.
Also, get money
Get money out of politics.
out of politics. Get it out. Just get it out.
Otherwise, we don't stand a chance.
The system's not broken. The people we vote to run it are.
Yes. This.
Huh?
The system's a little bit.
Said what?
Because it's the system that allows the people to be corrupted.
Uh-huh.
So we've got to get money out of politics.
Gotta get it. Sounds like Ponzi scheme. Well,
It's been there the whole time.
You were talking about Ponzi again?
It's been there the whole time.
I think that's part of the fun of it. It's P&D.
Nice
Pump it.
job.
It's also, the symbol is PNDC, which is pump and dump a coin.
Oh, right.
It's all there. It's all written into the code. Me having a mental and emotional breakdown, they wrote that into the code. Also, corporations aren't people.
No, they're not. And Supreme Court. Yeah.
They're clearly bought by corporations.
Yeah.
There's billionaires that take them out yachting. Not my Supreme Court.
So they put the government right into our vaginas, and
We don't want the government in our vaginas. Not me. That ain't it. The government is in your vagina.
Trump chose 3 of the 9 Supreme Court justices.
The Democrats let them get it through. They didn't get any judges through when Obama did it, right? They stopped them. How come they couldn't stop back?
Because they didn't have the majority in the Senate.
Doesn't matter. That's when you go for a filibuster.
There was nothing.
You just say filibuster, and they go, "Okay, we give up."
No,
they just say it.
You can't.
They don't have to filibuster.
You can't filibuster.
I'm filibustering you.
You can't filibuster Supreme Court justice.
You say so.
I mean, that's the rules of decorum.
So they
rules of decorum.
Yeah, they got a rule. They ain't very decor.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is they ain't working for any of us. They're working for corporations that they made into people. Corporations don't go to jail. They can't get into heaven. They won't go to hell. I think those latest pictures are Emmys. They did seem like Emmys, but they were Golden Globes this weekend.
There was also part of the Emmys this weekend too.
A part of it? Which part? The preemies?
Pre-Emmys, I think.
Preemies? Oh no, they're not preemies, are they? In the good way, dude.
See,
not like in a bad way.
You said it so confidently, but I do. I feel like those were Emmys.
I feel like I said that they were, but I also feel like the Golden Globes definitely were.
The Golden Globes did just happen,
and that's why I was like, maybe you're wrong, Dustin. You're wrong. Everyone does you wrong.
That's why
they block you on Twix.
That's when I was like, maybe I'm wrong.
I think you are though.
Anyway, they won awards.
They won gifts.
Really, all the awards,
trophies, and they're gonna get.
Largely the same.
They probably got Beegers that night. Whatever. Congratulations. Seriously, I'm congratulating you. I'm happy for you. Well,
I think we said it all.
I think we did at that point. I feel like that was a little over the line, maybe. You got a little out of pocket.
These are Emmys that don't get televised. Yeah, that's what I said. Too many categories for the main broadcast.
They'll probably have them on as presenters. They want here are the creators of Detroiters, Sam Richardson and Timmy Timmonsworth here to talk about best comedy person. Okay. You'll see. I've seen it before. I've seen that kind of show.
See, that's what I meant. That's what I meant when I was saying.
Oh, okay.
You are people. You are people too, buddy.
Aw. Some people say I'm not people lately.
People love people.
They said I'm a bot. What? I've been trying to sell for years. I ain't no bot, believe me. I wish. Ain't nobody paying.
It was great to see you again, Kara.
Great to see you, Mark.
Mikula, it was always a pleasure. That guy.
Mikey with his banjoing.
Banjoing.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Starting that trend. That's fun.
Do it.
All right, we'll see. A lot of pressure all of a sudden.
It's not a lot of pressure.
I just don't know if I want it mixing in with my brand.
That David Bowie thing that you just did?
Yeah.
Which is great, by the way.
It's all right.
Look for it.
It's in my highlights. It's in my highlights
on the. Look for it on the TikTok.
In the timeline. It's also on. It's also on X. I put everything on X.
Dustin singing along with Major Tom.
Back to one. The outro. Is that Pondy and Bess?
What do they call those duets? What do they call those?
Duets. You said it exactly correct.
Thank you. The TikTok duets.
Yep, with a little bit of song, a little bit of dance, a little bit of me.
Yeah, and it's fun. Did somebody do a duet with you?
Not yet. I was thinking about doing my own duet and doing like the rocket part. So I wouldn't really be on camera until that part, and then I would come on and be like, and then do like a cut right there, and then be like far away and be like, do a harmony, right? And you just see the face all weird. I just think it would be spacey. It'd be a little spaced out. Anyway, what's it? Back to one. The outro. Well, then we said it all, you guys.
Said it all, did it all.
I don't know. People just finally showed up.
Nice
We got
work.
14 now. I mean,
Thank
this
you very
is like
much, everybody, for coming.
This is a lot. We got me, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we're still alive here too. We see if we got any questions. Nope, not at all. Okay. Well, all right. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Posing. Oh, look at this pond. Oh, is that pond water? Oh, what? I'm a model. Well, that was fun. You did a great job.
Some good poses in there, I think.
See you next week.
Bye. Nice work, everybody. Nice work.
Bye.